here we are. This is Walter E. Long, also known as Decker. It's outside of Austin, Texas. It's got a lot of grass. It's a power plant lake. I've been here once. It's pretty good, and I've heard great things about it. It's not very big, but you know, it's middle of the summer. It's actually September 1st, so I'm gonna try it out. I'm thinking they're gonna be deep. That's kind of my plan is. So I'm gonna start deep, and then go to the grass, I guess. Okay, that's it from Decker. So I was fishing deep most of the day. You know, that's really what I had in my mind, you know, what I wanted to do. You know, I had my big crankbaits, my 10-inch worms, my drop shot, Carolyn rig. I had all that stuff in my mind. That's what I was going to fish. So I spent a lot of time out deep, and I idled around. I found a lot of deep grass lines, you know, found some rock, and I didn't catch anything. I mean, it was noon. I hadn't even had a bite. It was bad. So, you know, I was debating if I should just put it on the trailer and go home. I mean, it's starting to get muggy, wasn't catching anything. And I may have had one little bite on a drop shot, but now that I think about it, it was probably a bluegill or something because I didn't hook up with it. So that was the day. Then I went shallow. You know, I actually tried shallow a little bit earlier, but then I went shallow again in the afternoon, and I started seeing a lot of activity. You know, I saw bluegill, I saw little bass, I saw a couple decent bass, you know, 1.5 pound, 2 pounders. So you know, that told me that there's a good population of fish shallow. Even though the water's 85 degrees, there's fish shallow. And because of all the bluegill, I think there may still be a bluegill spawn going on just a little bit. Told me to pick up a frog, and I love throwing a frog, and I was able to catch 3 really quickly on one bank. You know, it wasn't, you know, miraculous. I didn't catch tons today, but those 3 fish really saved the day for me. You know, it was you know, the difference between being skunked and catching 3. You know, one of them was 4.5 pounder. And I was fishing a Strike King KVD frog, all black, you know, just pitching it around the reeds, into little holes in the reeds. You can see there's reeds pretty much around this whole lake. And caught those 3 real quick in one stretch, had a couple other followers. I turned around and went back through there. I had one more bite and missed it. So there's a lot of fish in this one little stretch. And I caught them, like I said, on that frog. I was fishing it on a 7.3 extra heavy Phoenix Feather series rod. I love that rod for frogs. It's also really good for bigger Kitex. You know, I kind of switch it up. I use, you know, braid and everything with that rod for largemouth during the spring, summer, and then in the fall, I use that same rod and throw big swim baits for smallmouth. It's an awesome rod. 50-pound Seaguar Stealth Gray braid and a Shimano Metanium reel. So that was my day. Only caught 3, but you know, I almost caught nothing. I mean, so I've got to be pretty happy about that. Something just blew up right there. I should probably pick up that frog again. That was definitely something big right there. So I'm gonna go fish a little bit more. But Decker, it's a cool lake. I'm definitely gonna be back. It's full of nice ones. So glad I picked up that frog, and I'm gonna go fish a little bit more after hearing that. Make sure to like and subscribe, and if you like these kind of videos, these lake reviews, lake trips, you know, I'll do them. I'm gonna go fish, and got the GoPro running and got the camera, so I'm ready to do it. So let me know in the comments if you like this format.